fucking noise, bro.
What do you sound like?
You turn your back on Calvin for 1 second, and he's...
Stop doing that fucking noise.
And that motherfucker was worried about drinking after me.
Hey, we was in the car one day, and Rashad's like, yeah. And he said, girl, give me head. And he did the noise. I was like, don't do that ever. I fucking get it.
Okay.
He just did the dick sucking noise. I was like, what's the noise? Do it.
So do it a little closer. Do it right up here. What the fuck? This thing hasn't even started yet. This is already just pure pandemonium.
This is the most horrible beer ever.
Okay. You're getting a call, really, to start the podcast? You're on your phone and you're getting a call?
My shit's off. Yeah, I just text him.
Did you? Okay.
Now you have to take the rap.
Yeah. Here we go. Cal and Shayne and Rashad, and we bout to go in hard. Shot 30 podcast, here we is. We bout to give all y'all the biz.
Ooh, he did it. Yeah. He did it real good, because we're in my hood. Check it downstairs. We got brown hairs. We're chilling. And we don't cares. Yours was so much better than mine.
Brown hairs. Go with it.
I think we all do. Yeah, let's get it.
What are we talking about? Yeah.
Like, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, I just instantly became the token white guy in the room. And this is Shot 30 podcast. And I am Shayne Newbert. And here we have them both. Everybody, just introduce yourselves. They already know you, but do it.
Cal motherfucking Reed.
Shad Boswell.
You sound like a nervous. You sound like a nervous white boy about to give his geography presentation.
So scared right now.
Well, back when I was a young whippersnapper.
Sound like
R.A. Boswell, Rashad Boswell.
Sound like Barney Fife from goddamn Andy Griffith show.
He just changed it up. So now he's doing like his football ESPN Monday night. Rashad Boswell, middle linebacker, Penn State.
That's like you gotta do it.
Okay, and this is Shot 30 podcast. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. And we've got it set up for 3. We were supposed to have 3 mics. We were supposed to have it all looking beautiful, but I don't know. You know, the town goes into pandemonium when black people are in town.
Exactly. The lady knew who I was when I walked in. She's like, "You must be here for Shayne's podcast, huh?" I was like, "Mm-hmm. Yep. How the hell you do?" In her head, she's like, "That's the only time black people come out here."
Oh, it really is. It really is. It really is every single time. Oh my gosh, this is about to be a geek session. This is about to be a hard geek session. Sure. And you know what the best thing is? At least all of our football teams are losers.
Yep, absolutely.
We're 3 for 3 on 100%. That.
Go ahead and say it.
What?
No, go ahead and say it.
Say what, Rashad?
Win Super Bowls.
Go.
At least I won a Super Bowl.
I won a Super Bowl within the... At least mine was 4 years ago.
Yeah, with a quarterback using a walker.
There. Yeah, what a broke down quarterback.
And Eli got the boot.
Yeah, we watched it together.
Yep.
Hey, I'm taking a drink, guys. Thank you guys for being here. This is going to be freaking awesome.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I just dropped in the whitest word I could ever use there. Freaking awesome.
This is awesome.
This is going to be great.
Fuck, man. Yeah.
Shayne's that white guy that tries to break up fights when there's people around. He's like, "Okay, guys, come on, calm down." And then he gets pissed off because somebody pushes him, and then he fucking body slams him.
Actually, I have a great fight story. So I don't really tussle too much. But one day my buddy, his name's Jeff, was super shit-faced. Mm-hmm. Jeff was this big bodybuilder, and he never gets shit-faced. Right. So a couple shots tequila, he's gone. He's a different person. Right. He's like, we're downtown Davenport, and he's walking past all the bars. And you know they have those plants with the pots with the plants on the side? He was ripping them all out. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He was just so drunk and being stupid.
Wow.
And so I'm like, Jeff, come on, calm it down, bud. You know, like, let's take it easy. And this guy walks out of the bar and he said, this little skinny, white, nerdy, 4 eyes. Hey, tell your fucking friend he's a douchebag. I said, whoa, okay. I understand he's doing a very douchey move here, but look at who you're saying it to.
Right.
Next thing you know, it's me and Timmery, and I'm trying to fight 8 guys. All 8 of them. They had all the security guards come out of the bar, just holding me back. Dude, I was ready to fight them all. And my friend is still walking down the street pulling the plants. He has no idea what's going on. Yeah. But I punked on about 8. Timmery's like taking her heels off. She's like, fuck these motherfuckers, dude. She was ready to go.
Tequila?
Huh?
Drinking tequila, you said?
Oh, dude, we were drinking everything that night. But he was in a different body that night. And so was I. I was ready to eat some hearts.
Oh, hell yeah.
It was good.
Shit. Bite some fingers off or some shit.
Damn, y'all.
Ears?
We can't start with like punching somebody.
Damn.
I'm hungry.
Mike Tyson's here.
Fuck.
It goes fingers, ears. That's on his.
He said somebody's fist coming from your mouth. You're like,
he doesn't back away. He goes into it.
you see their face. They're like, no.
Dude, you'll be walking away looking like the guy from Kingpin.
Motherfucker come up, man.
Oh, the Stavi goodbye. The Stavi goodbye. Dude, that movie was so fucked up. You know what I'm talking about, The Ringer, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that movie was so fucked up.
Good?
You've never seen The Ringer?
Nah.
Oh my
Dude, that
god.
shit's wild.
Okay, you've seen What's Eating Gilbert Grape, right? Yeah. Okay, so picture Gilbert Grape in a way more fucked up version. Yeah.
Who's in it?
Johnny Knoxville, he's pretending to be a
Special Olympics?
Yeah.
yes, a special
okay,
person, and
It's super messed up.
so messed up. It wouldn't pass today. Just like Robert Downey Jr. wouldn't pass his in Tropic Thunder. Yeah, that wouldn't pass today either.
No.
Yeah.
They shut that down.
No, I was just watching. What the fuck was it? My youngest daughter was watching Rango, and even kids' movies just like 5-6 years ago. This shit ain't even gonna pass now. Some of the wild stuff.
I was somebody who was it? My niece was watching Pocahontas, and I was like,
Just around the riverman.
I was like, there was not one Native American happy like that ever when white folks showed up.
Oh,
She went, especially trying to date nobody with the whitest name, John Smith.
yeah.
His name's John Smith.
That's like looking through and finding Jane Doe and let's thumb through these papers.
I always got these movies where white folks are here to save the day. You ain't saved me.
Oh my gosh, dude! Like, this is what I talk about all the time. You know, I'm thankful for like a lot of things. Thanksgiving, I love Thanksgiving.
For sure.
But man, the basis and the premise of our holidays are so fucked up.
Every last one.
Every single one of
All
them.
of them.
But you gotta think, all the Native Americans were fucking slaughtered, raped, and we're celebrating because this land was made for you and me. Dude,
After we killed at least 800
Had a
Indians.
takeover, dog. Like,
dude, talk about times 6 of the Holocaust.
have you?
Jeez.
Okay, let me ask you this because this happened to me within the last, I say, 10 years. Have you met an actual Native American? Not somebody who is white or black or whatever and says that they have, Native American.
Yeah,
in their
for
family.
college grants and
yes,
stuff, yeah.
I mean, actual Native American.
I have.
I've met one.
Okay.
I don't think I have.
One.
Okay.
Nobody's not worried about this shit.
They're all gone, all the way gone.
Okay, so when I was in the Air Force, there was outside of Spokane, there's a tribe there. Mm-hmm. So there was a reservation, and like there was hot girls there. So like they would
Girls or women?
come to where the women.
There you go. There you go.
You know what the hell I meant, man.
Man, you got to make clear.
I was,
People just met you. They don't know you like we know you.
So like we would go to the clubs, and they would always come to the clubs like in a group. In a group. Well, if you take off that crazy ass hat,
Drinking Fireball.
Yeah, I know. Whew. It's my hat, man. Okay, keep going.
And so like they would come to the clubs that we went to, so they could find a husband. So they would go.
Oh
home.
yeah, I've heard.
They would go home with us, so they could find a dude like this and that. But it was mostly the black guys they wanted to get with, so they could
And why is that?
I don't know. What do you think?
I'd probably go with shoe size. Has to do
Yep.
something with shoe size.
100% shoe size. But the thing is like this, they like, I don't know. Like when you meet them, like you I don't know if you feel like you have to talk to them the same way you talk to a regular chick. You feel like there's certain things you can.
They speak English, don't they?
Yeah, they speak English, man.
So
But
what
there's certain shit that you can't really touch on because you don't know if it's gonna.
You can touch on all of it. It sounds like. It sounds like you touch on the whole body.
Well, I found that out.
Oh God!
Oh, shit! I was trying to have some little black Ahanas running around.
Two black Ahanas.
Cedar Rapids. Hey, Cedar Rapids has Tama, which is right outside of Cedar Rapids, and that's where like the casino and all that stuff is. And I just like I was working with a girl, and like I seriously was like this, and then I was trying to figure out. I was like, is she Native American or is she Mexican?
Yep.
So I just asked her. I was like, "Are you?" And she already knew. She's like, "I'm Native American." She's like, "I'm from Tama." And I was like, "Not gonna lie, I've never met." And I probably said something that wasn't politically correct. I was like, "Hey, I've never met one of you guys before." Now, if somebody said that to me, I'd be like, "Bitch."
That's what that. Did you not talk to anybody in Matherville?
Right.
See what I'm saying? I didn't want to say anything like that.
You didn't know what to say because you're not used to being on the other end of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So like you think it's like, man, black folks got it rough, and Native Americans are looking at you like.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
extinct.
Like,
Extinct? Yeah, you're
like motherfucker. There's 12 of us left.
Yeah, dude, I mean, and my heart goes out to all the animals and families and stuff in Australia. But there's only one Native American left in the world. You know, like
100%. Not somebody saying, "Hey, I'm Native American. My hair's straight." Da da da. I'm talking about like actual Native Americans.
But it's the same thing that happened with Australia. The Aborigines, when the English came, they were already there. Aborigines were already there. So when they turned into like a prison place for pirates. So they would bring them there, break their boats, and take off and leave them there in Australia.
Jesus.
If this isn't correct, then you need to go ahead and leave a comment for Calvin Reed.
Yeah, please drop a comment.
I don't know anything about this. So
that's why, because at the time it was Queen Victoria she was the queen of England. So when they came, they would break the pirates' boats down, leave them there. And then they had to fend for themselves. So basically, it's like how America was established. When they came from England, they were excommunicated from the church. So they had to come over here, pilgrims. So that's why they had to come here. They had to survive some kind of way. So that's the way Australia was.
Wow.
Good Lord.
And do you want to know what the Aborigines could have used?
What's that?
They could have used some Mrs. Newbie's cakes and cookies because they were probably hungry out there. And what better thing to fill up their little bellies than the best thing in the world? Mrs. Newbie's Cakes and Cookies on Facebook and Instagram today. Put your orders in for Valentine's Day.
I was saying some heavy shit. And you talking about cakes and cookies?
Hey.
I was talking about filling their bellies.
They ain't worried about no damn. They want somewhere to live.
Do you think the animals in Australia were worried about some rain?
Yeah.
See, this land was made for you and me.
They're like, oh, if you don't like it here, you can go back to Africa. Motherfucker, I ain't never been to Africa. I ain't going nowhere.
I'm good right where I'm at.
I'm good right here.
They don't like us over there.
Right
either.
here. They don't like us there. You go over there and be like, what kind of Negro are you?
Like for real.
Yeah. They hate us. They hate American black people.
Do you think they know instantly when they see?
Yep.
What?
Like you from here, and then a person from Africa or Nigeria.
You know how you can tell the difference between an African man and a black man? Is an African man will be wearing a 2019 Super Bowl shirt that says the Bears.
Oh my God, dude, that's.
I told you. I said, whoever didn't win that Super Bowl that year, see a lot of them motherfucking shirts.
And they was like, was the Bears even in the 2019 Super Bowl?
They had them shirts ready.
They're like, I'm America!
Jesus.
They went in the Bears!
Dude, I bet that's a lot like how George Washington passed down his teeth to your GM.
Oh, wooden tooth. Yes. I like this, man. I like this history thing we're doing. I like this. I like this swagger.
What's the most fucked up thing in history, do you think? Most fucked up thing.
For anybody?
You. For you. Just what you think personally. Anything that you can pick.
I feel kind of weird saying it, but I guess it depends. I guess it depends, because if you're going to say slavery, and you're talking about from the point of them being taken from Africa and brought and treated as slaves, and then you compare that to already being slaves and having to put in work for them, but then you look at something like the Holocaust, which it wasn't a slave thing; they just murdered a bunch of people.
Yeah.
I mean, can you
like
fathom?
murder.
I know that, being a black person, you would think. You think about a lot. You think about slavery, and you think about what people like that went through. That's 100% true.
Right.
And that one's really, really, really tough to think.
Mm-hmm.
To wrap your mind around. They're out there whipping, beating, throwing them in just a little hot box.
Yeah, like microwaves,
but then
bro.
when you when you look at it like the same thing, the Holocaust, they just took a whole group of them.
Yeah. And
Just made them
Made
stand
them
in a
stand
room,
there and
filled
killed
them
them.
with gas.
Yep, and killed them. Yep.
They just filled them with gas, man. You're done.
Yep.
And like
Just like flies, dude, like a fly zapper thing.
It sucks to have to to compare it, because none of it's good. But I mean, you don't even have like a fighting chance. Like they gave them at least like when it's on the slavery side, they put them to work and it was terrible. They had no rights. They disrespected them, all that kind of stuff. But then just to be like, hey, you go stand over there. I'm gonna separate you from your family. Mm-hmm. We're gonna mark you.
Oh
and
my
then
God.
They even
kill
did
you.
kids. They even killed kids.
It was everybody.
But the thing is, my thing in history that was fucked up is when the separation shit started. Slavery's been around since the beginning of time period. It hadn't started with just black people. It started with everyone. It started over there in Egypt. These fools were like, oh, how do we know the difference between a slave and this and da da da? The thing was like this. Egypt should have been its own continent. It had everything. They had mathematics. They had astronomy. They had everything. They had medicine. They had all this stuff. And then once somebody from somewhere else saw that they had all this shit,
and we have more people.
Came over. Yep, we're gonna go over there and fuck them up. And the thing is, and that's what's messed up. First off, slavery started in Africa. It wasn't the same type of slavery that was going on in America, but they were there. They were like, you're going to do this, you're going to join us, or we're going to kill you. They're like, oh, okay. That's not really slavery. That's more like pick a side. You know what I mean? My thing is like, everywhere you go, there's slavery things going on. There's you know what I'm saying, there's sex slaves, there's this and that. There's people that are doing things against their fucking will that they really don't want to do. And that doesn't have a color on it. It's a moral fucked up thing. It's like when you meet a Native American, you want to. If I met a Native American, if I wasn't already married, if I met a Native American girl when I was in the military and that I felt like I was like I love her, I would have married her for the fact that I would. I don't know, and I don't know. I don't want to say it's like a charity case, but the fact is you're like, man. What you went through was fucked.
Absolutely.
It was super fucked. And you know what's messed up about it is that when the Spanish came to Mexico, they started killing Native Americans too.
Oh, dude,
everybody just started killing them for no reason because they wanted their shit.
Yeah, the French did the same.
The French did it. They wanted their shit.
Yeah,
we want your shit, so we're gonna take it.
Very cool side note. There is a place that it's right across the street from where I grew up as a kid, Kiwani. Mm-hmm. That was part of the Underground Railroad.
Nice.
It's so awesome. It's so crazy to hear the stories about how it went down.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, not how it went down, but like how they were saving people, you know? Mm-hmm. Hey, oh, God. Get the bat. Get the bat, guys. Yeah.
You outside? Yeah, come in.
This was made by a Native American.
That was made by Target.
Come get him, boys.
He's here.
Oh,
But no,
my-
I get what you're saying. It's like
It's such a cool thing.
Yeah.
Because like they had hidden walls behind walls.
Yep.
And so the foundation was built so much bigger, and it's just I thought it's super cool. And just the thought of what you're standing and what went through here, you know, is...
Well, not to change the subject too much, but like we were talking about just Egypt and, you know, basically how much smarter they were than
they were
everybody else.
Everybody else in the world.
So,
Aliens.
do you watch
Yes.
Ancient Aliens?
Yes, I do.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I do.
Let's talk about that so we all agree there's something more than just us in the universe.
There's more than something just us on Earth.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
There
I
may
mean-
be something more than... There's probably something more than just us in this room.
So do you think...
Absolutely.
Do you think it's more of they've... Okay, let's first go with your theory of already being here. I think the ocean, we've only been able to see so much of the ocean.
Okay.
So...
Atlantis?
Yeah, not even Atlantis. Just, I mean, there's all kind of creatures. Have you ever seen how smart an octopus is?
Yes.
Like, I mean, like come out of the water, crawl, do their business, and then go back in the water.
And they'll lay down?
Yeah, like,
Find a family. Listen to this. Find a family that took an octopus that was dying, was off on the shore, couldn't get back to the water. Family put it in the water, came back to life. They watched it go off. They videotaped it under the water. And 2 days later, the family's like 5-6 miles down the beach, and that octopus found them. Swear to God, look it up. Look it up. And then followed them. And then the next day they went back out to see if it would come again. Same exact one. It had all the same marks. It was the same exact one. And how often do you think, like, you walk onto the, like, right into the water and there's an octopus waiting there?
Right.
They're running away.
Right.
Yeah, so that is, I mean...
we think of aliens based off of what we see in the movies. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like that. I think either it's a deep sea thing where they know how to hide themselves. You know what I'm saying? They might be in the deepest part of the ocean that, you know, we haven't discovered yet. Or these jokers look just like us. Look just like us walking around. And there's nothing, there's no difference.
What if it's already in our DNA though?
Yeah, like
What if when man was created, that's already in our DNA? Is us being part alien? Because you know why I think that? That's why you have certain people that are geniuses. That you have certain people that are great athletes. Certain people that are super tall, like a giant, and this and that. What if that's already instilled in us? That, like, everybody says everyone has a talent. That's life right there. You're like, oh man, this guy's so good at singing. That's a talent instilled in you. You just can't be a good singer.
right.
You have to have it already in you.
Yeah, I know a guy who can hear a song, like...
And then play it back.
He just plays it on the piano. He'll play the whole song. You know, it's weird. But also, like, you have to realize, how much of the world have you seen? How much of the world has anybody really fucking
what I'm
seen?
saying. Yep.
So, what about, like, the 16 islands out there in bumfuck nowhere that, or, you know...
Right.
Or under the... You think Area 51 has shit? Fuck no, it doesn't have shit.
ain't nothing.
But the submarine that's down in the middle of the ocean, like you're saying,
Yep.
down in the depths of nowhere that we put there or something else put there.
Yeah.
We don't know. We haven't sailed the seven seas. Nobody has. You know,
How
like
can you explain, like, when you watch Ancient Aliens, that's like one of my favorite shows. Like,
I love that show.
they didn't have the tools to create half the stuff that they had.
yeah, and the way the cuts were precise, more precise than what we do right now.
Right now.
Like a pyramid. How would you? The only reason I would say how they built the pyramids is like they would have to build it from the top to the bottom.
But then you'd have to have a structure that goes straight up, and they don't. They have tunnels that go all the way through.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So they would have to do it from the top, starting at the top, slide it over to the next one, slide it over. That's the only explanation I have of how they would build it, or how the Sphinx was done. They didn't have no goddamn ladders like that.
Dude,
like
they
15?
showed like pulleys and levers and
Yeah. They
That
tried
shit-
to make a science
yeah.
out of that. Didn't make
That
sense.
shit that make no sense because that wouldn't hold.
But do you remember there was? I mean, we're probably talking 15 years ago. I remember I was super young, but they kept talking about it on TV. It was going to be like on ABC or CNN. We are going into the tunnels. We've gotten the permission to go into the tunnels of the pyramid. And they took that little robot, and then they made it, and they said, and this is as far as they'll let us go. At the end of this 2-hour show,
Yep.
like you're just sitting there like, what? Because then there's like cubby holes. Like everything was perfectly symmetrical. Then there's cubby hole. Then a cubby hole. And then something that had writing on it. And then they get to this middle that they said was a shell in the middle.
Yes.
And then it never let you know. And then it said, we
They
can't go beyond
they,
that.
They can't. You know who cut that off? The elite.
Yeah,
They're like the government.
Yeah.
Because then people have hope.
Oh, dude, man. You just turn that into like some Star Wars shit, man.
Then people have hope that
A
they
new
can
hope.
survive some type of way beyond this place. Nobody wants that. Everybody needs their slaves. Everybody needs.
Yeah, they need to instill the
everybody
fear.
needs if white folks don't think they're slaves too, they're mistaken.
Hey, we all are.
I'm a sex slave. And guess what? Guess who's not a sex slave?
Who's that?
Hey, have you guys ever heard of Jerome Lovely?
Unfortunately,
He asexual. And hey, oh wait, Rashad doesn't know this. Guess what, guys? It's not him. He is not Jerome Lovely. Everybody thought that, and it's not true. It might be Rashad. I don't know. He kind of spikes his eyes when I say it. But Jerome Lovely's bringing you a male escort service out of the Quad City, Chicago area. And, I mean, it's just for a casual date, maybe a work date. If you need somebody to go to a game with, impress your friends, I don't know. Whatever you need. But Jerome Lovely can be found on Facebook today. Get your male escort. All right, sorry, guys. Okay, can we go back?
Love that Jerome boy.
Dude, Jerome
He
Lovely.
sounds fun.
Dude, and it's a group.
It's a group.
It's a group that sponsors this podcast, and I'm thankful for them.
He has a website?
Yeah, Jerome Lovely.
Do you get to see the ladies, or are we just going by names? Or
No, it's a male escort
Male
service. It's only
escort,
men.
man.
Yeah. So
You heard him say that shit.
No, I didn't hear him.
You
say
didn't hear him yesterday.
No.
You didn't hear him today.
Clearly, if we're having this conversation, I did not hear him.
You did hear me.
I heard you say escort. I didn't hear you say male escort.
A male escort
Yeah,
service.
I blocked that out. I'm supposed to.
That's okay.
Supposed to. I'm allergic.
You not so you know not to go there.
Yes, I get it now.
Well, we've all been searching internet videos and stumbled upon the wrong thing, right? You know that hot woman with the big busty boobies, and then she turns around, and shows that ass, and then what?
She got
What
a
the
dick.
fuck? Yeah,
got a
she's got a dick.
She's got a dick, man.
That's a dick.
Tuck it. Can you tuck it?
Jesus.
Oh, okay.
No, I was watching this really fucked up porn one time. I used to go to the site called eFucked, and it is really messed up. If you ever heard of it. Okay, so there's this guy. Okay. And we are talking really, really rough guy. So, a guy that you'd find like on the side of the street in Chicago begging for change,
Like
but
crackhead.
But he's there. He's not faking it. And he goes, so the other day, some woman at the grocery store told me to go fuck myself. And then the video goes down, and he goes, the funny thing is, I can. And he's mashing his dick in his asshole. It's like turned all the way around. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what? I swear to God, I'm sorry. I didn't look this up. Somebody sent me the link. Mm-hmm. But it was
Shayne?
yeah. it was Jerome Lovely.
It's one of that shit. Hey, it says in the description before you click and open it, and he's like, I want to see this.
But the video takes a turn. So then it's like vintage, two 80s vintage white guys in the corner go, wow, that thing's big. And then the other guy puts his hand on his shoulder, goes, you got no reason to complain.
How do you remember this?
Because I made
How do you remember every aspect of this motherfucking video?
Okay, so
He's like, there's more to
Hey,
the story.
he said he glimpsed at it.
There's more to the
You
story.
didn't
okay,
glimpse at this motherfucker.
okay. If you want to know, I will drop the guy's first name who sent me this. If you see this man in real life, He is 6'8". This is the person who sent it to me.
I know.
Admit 6'8", a beard this big, and he is, completely covered in tattoos. He's a rugged looking man. So if he sends me something, I'll look.
I'll fake.
Yeah, man, I'll say that.
That was crazy.
Do you guys want me to pull it up on the screen right now?
No.
You guys got no reason to complain.
Sure the fuck don't.
Nah, I'm good on that.
We good on that.
So this just take an awkward turn.
We're from aliens to fucking yourself.
Hey, this isn't anything like it was yesterday. Yesterday we was in our safe place. I don't know what happened.
We had our chastity belts on yesterday. We busted them motherfuckers off today.
I can't show my mom this episode.
Rashad, he was on there talking about somebody humping themselves.
She's like, he was a creepy white guy in the driveway. He was a creepy white guy.
Knew it.
Text her right now. Hey, mom. I'm sorry ahead of time.
Mom, unsubscribe real quick.
Next thing you know, she's going to end up calling my mom. Did you see that, Rashad?
It's going to be a whole
The whole family's watching. We're like, we weren't talking about that. That wasn't us.
We're not mad. We're disappointed.
Let's take a regroup shot right here.
Shit. Wow. Oh.
And a free date with Jerome Lovely.
You know what I'm saying?
Rashad's like getting home.
Hey, I'm just letting you know now. There's no women.
There's no women on Jerome Lovely.
I misunderstood what's going on.
Found this out the hard way. Other than wigs, that's all I'm getting.
I don't feel so good.
My stomach hurts.
Do you just eat one of those chips? It'll make you feel better.
Shit. Nope.
Oh, you did say you wanted to try that da bomb. Just a little dab of that? Yeah, I would love for you to do that.
I'll try it before.
What is that?
Towards the end of it. If I do it now,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What is that?
That's the bomb behind insanity.
You ever watch what's the show?
Hot Ones.
Hot Ones.
Yeah.
It's one of them.
Yep, you can that.
That's you.
No.
We'll flip for it. Somebody will.
I ain't doing it.
Somebody will. Signed Prince.
Yeah, we're about to have a problem up in here. Jerome Lovely's about to have a problem. And that problem starts now. Hit it, boys! Yeah, Calvin. How do you rap to this shit? Okay, drop the beat, spread your feet, suck on some meat. That's neat. No, pussy meat, girl meat. Yeah, it's a treat.
Man, he cleaned that up too fast.
He's like,
You were like,
I was like,
he said, suck some meat.
he's like, no, like,
He's
see me.
like,
I was like, and Rashad was like, oh, okay. And I was still like, nah, bruh.
You still
You said
living
that
in the-
shit too fast. You said suck some meat. I was like, nah.
pussy meat.
Nah, Shayne.
that's different.
Nah, newbie.
Some roast beef.
Nah, newbie.
Roast beef.
What the hell, dude?
Oh, good Jesus.
So I have a question that will get us out of this shit.
Thank God. Thank God.
Holy smokes. So if, with us, trying to work on different projects and everything, my question, and I wanted to wait until today to ask it versus yesterday, if you could be doing any profession, what would that be and why?
I actually just had this conversation about an hour ago on the phone. I said after doing 2 episodes yesterday that this is my dream, man.
Yeah.
If I could just do this, meet awesome people, talk to awesome people, and put stuff out there for people that they like, and I got paid, like, okay, this is my dream. This right here is the funnest thing in the world. You're telling me I create my own schedule. I create everything about this, and I love it.
Yep.
So that's yours?
Yeah, absolutely.
Podcasting? Mm-hmm. Sarah?
Me?
Yep.
Do you think you think you're on a mic? What are you doing?
No,
he's like,
I got super
he's
comfortable.
back there in the weeds. You guys need some weeds. You guys talking to me?
No, for me, entertainment, I'm an entertainer. So, like, my thing is, like, like either like a TV show or a talk show host type thing. Because I like talking to people. I like helping people. Like Ellen. Like
Ooh, that's a good one.
If I
yeah.
could do like shit like what Ellen does, she makes shit fun. She's funny, and everybody loves her. That's what I want to be. I want to be Ellen.
But do you want to be that like you, or do you want to be that role? Because I feel like a lot of those times they're just playing a role for the
My
stuff.
that's not the real person.
Yeah, like Jimmy Fallon. Do you think he likes all that he does?
No. See, my thing is like this. My stuff would have to be on HBO. Because I want celebrities, and not just celebrities on my show. People that are
You
good
want
people
nudity?
in the world.
You want nudity allowed too?
Nudity. I want people to be themselves. Cuss. Say whatever you want. Say some fucked up stories. That's
that
what
a lot.
I want. You know what I'm saying? Because you could do that. Because remember the Gary Shandling show back in the day?
You
never heard? Oh, yeah,
that was before I was born.
So there was a show called the Gary Shandling show.
Gary Coleman?
Shandling.
Oh, okay.
He's a comedian.
Little taller?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, slick back hair.
Different color.
He was the governor. He was the senator in Iron Man 2.
Okay, I got you.
That's the only way I knew you would find it.
Just playing it back.
Yeah, he's like, it's funny how a little prick hurts. That was him.
Yeah. Okay.
So he would have guests come on there acting as different characters. Like he would always have this guy called Super Dave, and he was a parody of Evel Knievel, and he would go in there, and then he would have
Super Dave.
Never seen Super Dave?
Yes.
He used to
That's
be on the
where he
Tonight
used to-
Show
he used
too.
to-
Or
Super
either Tonight Show or David
Dave.
Letterman.
David Letterman.
Yeah.
He would come on there. He would come on Gary Shandling, and he would do that. He would do stuff, and they would be like, "Let's show your latest stunt." And they would go in there and do that. But HBO used to have shows like that. They used to have late night shows where you could cuss, you could be yourself, and this and that, and say shit you didn't like, and this and that. But like today, everything's so in a shell that you really can't be yourself. I want to be me. Like when people say, "Oh man, you should take the motherfucking out of your name on your Facebook." Why?
Yeah. What?
For what?
Why are you feeling, sir? You know.
For what? I'm not gonna do that. I was like, that's how I feel. I feel free. Be me. You know, if somebody tries to bottle me up, I'm just gonna resist even more. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I want to get to a point where they be like, "Hey man, this is your show. Do you?"
And it's just you.
It's just me, and I ain't got to worry about nothing. You could get some writers on here to be like, "Here's who we want to come on here. This is what you're gonna say." Yeah, I'm not gonna say that, but I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say because this is my shit. And then that's the point of it. Because if it wasn't my show, my name wouldn't be on it.
If you ever have a show like that, let's say it's like the Chelsea Lately show, can I be, the guy who just passed away?
Yeah.
I want to be that guy for you.
Yeah.
I want to be that guy.
For sure.
I want to be.
For sure.
And
Because this guy's gonna be writing the shit.
Dude, I just want to act. That's all I want to do. That's all I've ever wanted
Oh my
to
God.
do.
Think about us doing a TV show and all the skits are us.
Yeah.
Dude.
I talked about a skit when we were over there eating. I was like, that song? I was like, "Everybody get up." I said, if we was walking down the middle of the street in the snow, dancing, doing that.
Oh my God. We look like an Oreo, all three of us. Dude.
And everybody we would show people driving by like, what the hell are they doing? And they would just be dancing in the middle of the street.
We're the only one that hears the music.
Yeah.
Everyone else is like, what the?
Just walking everywhere.
We're gonna have to shoot that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like and that's the things I like doing. I like doing skits. I like doing comedy. I like talking to people at the same time. This and that. You have a radio voice.
I just want to know one thing. We can loop everything back, but I really want to know what yours is. We want to be an actor, but that's not just that. It's more than that. Everybody's detail is so much.
He's good at writing.
But what would you be? What would be your dream? Not just acting.
That's my dream. No, that is my dream.
Like being a film star. Like just
being either commercial, being movies, being theater, whatever it is. I like the ability to be able to be somebody else other than just you. So I like me, clearly. I like me. But I like the ability to be somebody else. I've worked in fucking call centers damn near my whole career.
Where you and everybody else are the same person.
Yeah.
I love that. I love your answer because now you've said it in detail.
Yeah.
Like,
I had to break it down.
Individuality.
yeah, like I love that.
I've sold Bible software to where I had to change my name. So like my name's Rashad Ahmad Boswell. It's a Muslim name, but I was selling Christian Bible software. So I would say Rashad, and they would question me like, "Your name's Rashad?" And I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "But that's a Muslim name." Yeah. Well, you're selling Christian Bible software. So I had to change my name to Robert.
Oh my god.
So that I can actually communicate with these people. And so then I would create a personality. So like every sales job that I've had, I've been somebody else and I've done well.
I respect that, but man, you yourself. I mean, I think it's so awesome because you probably had a lot of fun creating those characters.
I made money.
Yeah, but dude, like the fact that you have to think twice when you're working a job, like to change, like this is just
Like,
the
for
world
real.
is so fucked up, man. It's so
real.
fucking funny.
And they would, I mean, they would not buy or even have a conversation with me, or they would try to break down King James verse, whatever, to explain to me. And I'm like, dude, it's just my name. I was named after a football player. I was named after Ahmad Rashad, the wide receiver for the Vikings.
I don't think I
Yeah,
know.
you do.
I'm
You know
out green.
Felicia Rashad, Claire Huxtable.
Okay, yeah.
That was her husband.
Claire
Yeah.
Huxtable.
Yeah, you remember NBA Live? The
Inside the NBA?
Inside NBA?
Yeah.
He was the host of that. And he interviewed Michael Jordan, and he interviewed Kobe Bryant.
Okay, I just can't put a face with it, but I'm looping back.
Yeah.
Yes,
Claire
I named after
Huxtable
him.
hit home.
That's who
Yes.
Shad was named after.
I mean, I just think I want to ask you to do something for me.
Go ahead.
I want you to become a character for me. Pick anybody in the world. And I want you to sell me a conspiracy kimono gi.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell yes.
gotta do.
This is your time. And don't
what
turn
you
this
gotta
into an 18-minute
You know what you
commercial
gotta
this
do,
time.
Rashad.
Let me get a shot.
You know what you got to do, Rashad.
This is your moment. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
You know what you got to do.
Oh,
He said shit.
Jameson.
Oh, he's in. He's in. He's there.
Wait. We got to do the... When we're ready.
What are they called?
Conspiracy kimono gis for jiu-jitsu. And... Oh, God, he's going back and forth.
Oh, he's got it. He's because he's gonna do a voice. He's gonna do.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I was wondering, have you ever in your life thought about wearing a bathrobe?
Hell yeah.
You know how comfortable your bathrobe is? It's super sexy, right? So what I went ahead and did, I took another step. I took a step in the future. Okay? Not the past, but the future.
Not Back to the Future.
And I created, I'm not going to lie, I didn't create this, but what I'm selling are something that's like a robe, but it's not a robe. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's something like a robe, but it's not exactly a robe.
What is it?
What is it then? Yeah. What is it? I want one.
Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever studied jujitsu?
Once or twice.
I have. I've studied jujitsu. I studied the hell out of jujitsu. And when I wear my robe, sometimes I feel like doing jujitsu, but it's a robe. So I need something different that represents jujitsu. Okay?
And you have a 2-0 record, I think.
Yeah, I do have. If you Google my name right now, Rashad Boswell, you will see that I have a record of 2-0 in MMA. Okay? Now, back to what I was talking about. Okay? Before we get off subject.
Commercials.
Okay? I'm trying to sell you guys something that is extra special and it'll make you feel like a champion, make you feel like a man again. Or if you're a woman, make you feel super sexy.
You can wear it at the time.
I tell you what, let me just go ahead and tell you about this product, okay? I feel like we've gone all over the place, but I want to let you know what I'm selling. Okay? So, behind me, it's off camera, but I'm telling you, it's super sexy. It's super sexy. Are you getting it? Are you okay? He's about to go get this product. Okay, so remember I said it's something like a robe. I didn't say it was a robe. It's something like a robe. So what we have right here is the conspiracy kimono. What is That's one of my favorite words. You know why? Because it's sexy. And what I need you to do is when you put it on, okay, you're going to tie it off. Because it comes with a nice... Does it come with the... Where the belt at, man?
I forgot the.
Where the fuck is my belt? God damn it!
You used it beating Felipe last night.
Oh, I did. So, basically what we're trying to tell you, there's these conspiracy kimonos, okay? And what they are is, it's a gi.
Not the butter?
No, it's the gi for you to wear when you about to rustle and tussle.
With other men?
When you about to rustle and tussle with whoever your pleasure is. If you like to rustle and tussle with men, if you like to rustle and tussle with women, long as they are legal of age, you are okay.
I thought it was jujitsu.
This is jujitsu, baby.
Visit Conspiracy Kimonos on Facebook and Instagram today.
Fuck! That shit into a pimp server.
Listen up, motherfucker. Ain't nobody walking in this studio without a fucking jujitsu on.
You like jujitsu? Me too.
Yeah. Jesus, I feel like you got a gap in your tooth just saying all that. Your teeth just started going.
I was about to say, yes, it's Bothwell with the TH in it.
Suck a tab.
Bothwell.
This is some bullshit.
Bullshit. Fuck it.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Oh.
Fuck, man.
All right, I'm gonna walk us through something here real quick. I think this would be kind of if you. Oh no. This happened in yesterday's episode with the guy who came on after you, and I almost puked in there.
Dude, I couldn't help it.
I hope it's just not whatever that guy ate.
You know what
because
you
that
need,
was
though?
He ate
ass
some
for
sardines-
years. It was
sardines
ass
and
for
crackers.
years.
We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
My shit smell like red onions if I burp.
No, we're good.
Okay. Okay, so if we could each change one thing about the world, literally each just one, we right now we have the gift to change one thing, and it could be anything. What would it be, Calvin? One thing, anything in the world.
Everyone would have equal wealth.
I'll take that. And then what you do after that, that's all up
That's
to
all you?
Yeah. I like that one. That's incredible. That's a good one.
Let me see.
Shad.
I will go with. So we can change it. We can just take it away then, right?
You can anything, one change, anything.
Negativity.
Just nothing's negative.
Nothing's negative.
But then how could you ever thrive on the positive, the really positive?
Everything's
Everything's
really positive.
I guess I just don't know how. It
So,
could be an
buddy.
incredible.
So something
like-
fucked
it's
up
a
happens,
utopia.
It's just positive.
You know what? It'll be okay.
Yeah.
I know your dog just got ran over. But guess what? You can get another one.
Oh, thank you for saying that. Wow, you just made my day.
No, stop your shit over, man. Pick something else.
How you gonna tell me to pick something else? That's what I want. That's my dream. I
That's-
want no negativity. What's wrong? What's wrong with that? Why can't I have that? Right now,
Because
you're
wait,
being negative.
No, because nobody would have emotions if they didn't have.
They would have a happiness emotion.
Everybody would just be happy. Why you
That
think
shit's
people?
creepy.
That is. It is
That's
a little.
some Stepford
It is a
Wives
little.
shit.
I do like what you're saying because I wish the whole world could be like that.
You ever seen the movie Get Out? You see the black dude in Get Out?
Oh, dude, wait.
Did you see the happy guy?
Falling.
Did you see the people that were happy?
Oh,
They were
dude.
just crying.
That's Rashad. That was Rashad.
That's your ass.
Why can't
This
I
is
just,
the
why can't I
acting
just have it?
career.
I'm going nuts in my head.
Dude,
but I'm
that'd be-
happy.
about this?
That'd be a great skit, just watching Rashad walk around being the happiest guy in the world, just to everybody. Hi, how are you? I really like the choice of socks you're picking today.
Those are
just-
great.
Just to everybody. That'd be fucking
You know
hilarious.
what's fucked up? Rashad actually has done that
I'm serious.
when he worked at the shoe store. He
like that.
actually
Yeah,
told him that.
You have to be
He
like
had
that all the
to.
time.
Yeah, so
Gotta-
you trying to change your answer?
No.
Okay.
I'm going with it.
what would I go with? If I had to change one thing in the world, you know what?
Would it be that hat?
I know what I. You know what? Fuck you.
Hey, man, we're in Rashad's world. No negativity.
Oh, thank you for saying that.
Many blessings, sir.
You just made my fucking day. Boy, oh boy, do you want me to buy your lunch now?
Inside, he's dying. He wants to murder mine.
Go for yours. I will change mine. This will make you guys feel
I think mine would be something. Oh, I don't know. This is such a tough one because you get one.
Yeah.
You get one thing.
Yeah.
Mine would be that everybody in the world can look at both sides of everything before they give an answer.
Beautiful.
If you have a different answer, or you don't agree, if you don't like a gay person, you don't like a black person, you don't like
white person, right?
anything. Well, just think twice if somebody says, like, you know, someone with gun rights and the not gun rights, abortion or not, whatever. Yeah. Just think twice before you really give your opinion or before you have an opinion.
Jump off the deep end like a lot of people do.
Yeah, and it's just that you never hear or sit back and think, and you don't realize, you know, it's kind of like your negativity thing, but if you see a guy and he's pouting around the grocery store and he kind of bumps into you, and it's not on purpose, but he doesn't say sorry, and you're just like, what a fucking asshole. Well, yeah, he probably is a fucking asshole.
Probably having a bad
but what if it's the day that his wife died, and it's a 1 year anniversary?
You don't know what he's going through.
You have no idea what anybody's going through. We never understand. We never give ourselves a fucking minute to understand what anybody else is going through.
They feel like their opinion is fact.
And the one thing that really bugs me is we all just jump to judging somebody without even knowing them. If somebody walks up to me and says, or Rashad walks up to me and says, "Hey, you know that Calvin is just a fucking asshole and beats women." He does not, of course, but he's a woman beater. And then I just jump with it, even if you're not. Boom, that's my instant opinion of you. And it doesn't even have to be true.
Right.
I'm not even allowed an opinion because instantly I just made one.
Yep.
We stay so close-minded that we don't ever have real judgment at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And that's one thing.
And that's the thing that people jump to initial judgment before they even actually get to know. You know what's funny about that you said? I love that you said that because everybody's like, oh, that person killed someone. A woman just got out of jail for manslaughter for killing her husband that beat her every day for 10 years. Oh, she's a murderer. Blah, blah, blah. You have no idea what it's like to be tortured.
You have no idea what it's like to be murdered every fucking day of your life.
Every day of your life. If you're going to get murdered that day. Mm-hmm. So she stopped. She stopped all of that.
She was already not living. She was already not living.
She was a shell of herself. And then she did what she had to do because she was tired of it. And then people are just like, oh, she was a murderer, though, this and that, da, da, da. And it's a shame that people like that, for the rest of their life, have to have that label.
You're right.
Judgment.
You're right.
So anytime they see, like, especially she goes for a job,
yep,
they're not going to see the whole story. They're just going to see
the murderer. They're just seeing the murderer.
And the thing is like this, it's I'll give you a perfect example. You may not have killed somebody, but the fact that you were on trial for murder, even though you didn't do it, you know what people are going to say about you for the rest of your life?
Oh, man.
That motherfucker was on trial for murder.
You're not wrong. You are not.
Even if you didn't do it. Even if they find out later that it was somebody else. You're going to be known.
You're still known for that person that had a trial for murder.
Yep.
Dude, one time, I was accused of stealing something that I didn't steal.
Right.
Never stole. Like, I mean, I'm sure I've fucking stole shit when I was a kid, whatever. Right. But I was accused of stealing something. Like, I did. Everybody was standing at the front of the store as I didn't steal anything. Yes, sir, we watched you put it in your pocket. Well, they went and checked the fucking cameras. And some guy, he was wearing a jersey just like mine. He didn't look like me. He had blonde hair, but he had a jersey on that was just like mine. And then they embarrassed the fuck out of me, and everybody in Kiwani thought I stole something.
Yep.
Like, that's so minuscule. That's
what they
this
think.
big.
Like my thing is, I like looking. I was like, I'll look deeper. It's like when people delete you off Facebook for what you say. I didn't directly say anything to anyone. Now, if that hit a nerve, I said a broad topic, and then they get upset.
You're
about
getting
the
popular at doing this right now.
Yeah.
You're a hot commodity with this right now.
Yeah, and then they take offense to it. And I was like, I wasn't talking about you, but like, if you feel like I was, then I was
Instead of having a
talking about you.
but this is the thing though. Instead of having a conversation about it, then they want to fly off the handle and either delete you or they want to talk not directly to you. They want to talk about you to other people when they can just be like, okay, why do you feel like this? Then you can explain why you feel like this. You guys can have a discussion. If it comes down to it that you guys don't agree, then you just don't agree.
Let's remove Calvin from the whole episode. Let's remove you and me from the whole episode and delete all of our commentary, but just keep all of Rashad's. Yeah. So then you see him like going blah blah blah, and then he's like, "Hey guys, you guys like conspiracy kimonos? Come on over to the rodeo."
That'd be fucking crazy,
dude. Just a whole video where we say nothing. Do that because Rashad is bumping in, and he's every single time it's been with a goofy voice. And then it'd be like, wait, I changed my answer. I don't want to be Mr. Happy-Go-Lucky. Fuck you guys. He's like, my problem would literally take care of both of your problems. Like,
but no, you're right.
Why wars are so fucked up, aren't they, dude? Yeah. War is so stupid.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell me like you want to go through the evolution of war? We're gonna stand across from each other and just blow each other's brains out. Hey, all these people with families, all these people, we wonder why our population's so much higher now. It's because so many less people die from war. Yeah. Like just dropping a bomb and blowing up a whole town. You know, it's so weird. Why don't we get Donald Trump's porky ass out there with a sword and then he has to fight someone's leader? That's how we go down. One person. I don't even think that's the right way. Like, why don't we just sit there and just talk about what the fuck is going wrong? Dude, we just go over and kill people, and they kill us. They blow us up with bombs.
What was it?
We blow them up.
What was accomplished by the war?
What's accomplished by any war?
Nothing.
Yeah, we won.
I got the guy, but he also took out a whole bunch of families and other people.
Hey, fuck those 80,000 kids that are 18 years old that signed up and died. Fuck them. We won.
Yeah,
we won. Yeah.
That's what they're looking for. They're looking for that. They're looking for that W.
Oh, I thought you were looking
for
Baby
Yoda.
They're looking for Yoda? Everybody's looking for him. He's got a bounty out on him.
Okay, cool.
That is sweet Yoda, by the way.
My dad painted that.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it's way better than yours.
You fucking piece of shit.
What did he say?
You fucking piece of... Give me my fucking bat. Give me my fucking bat. Dude, Calvin fucking pissed me off. I'm gonna use
he was so mad at me.
I'm not going to war here. I'm using my words, you fucking motherfucker.
He was so mad at me.
Dude, I ripped it.
He was doing the show.
I was like 3 hours into a Baby Yoda piece of artwork.
It looked like a gremlin. And I was like...
You look like a motherfucking gremlin.
And he was like, you know what? And he sent me a fucking video of him ripping it up and throwing it away. I was like, that's the best part story.
You know, if
we're talking about murder.
And then
we're talking about murder.
And then he showed me that. I was like, yeah, your dad's is way better.
I'm just gonna point this out to you. If there's no negativity, that shit would have never happened.
Yeah, he would have been nice. He would have been like, great drawing, bro.
Hey, that's an awesome drawing. Doesn't quite look like what you needed to, but it's okay.
That's like me as a friend, let you dress up in some fucked up shit. We're all dressed up going out, and you wear some fucked up shoes or some fucked up shit, and I not say nothing. I'm like, man, you're going to look great. And you go up and everybody's like, ha, 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 ha. And you're going to be like, why didn't you tell me? I was like, man, stay positive.
Okay, let me ask you this then. No, keep that same energy.
You said I look fucked up. You see how outside he is?
Look.
See how...
Keep that same energy you guys have right now. How do you guys feel about participation rewards versus...
Fuck that.
Championship?
Fuck that. Because that means the person that worked hard and busted their ass to get first place work for nothing if everybody else is going to get a goddamn award.
Okay, let me tell you something.
Fuck them.
I mean this. I mean this because I don't ever talk about this. You see that picture right there on the back? You see that fucking corner?
Exactly.
Do you know how much fucking time and effort I put into fucking powerlifting for pieces of plastic? That's all I fucking got from that. I got some papers that say I have some records. Mm-hmm. And you're gonna give if you gave everybody that shit that I earned?
Exactly. You pissed off. Fucking right,
dude. You need to. I like
fuck that.
I understand giving every kid who's different. Every kid needs a little bit of encouragement, but you need to teach kids who win that they're winning, and you need to teach kids that need to learn how to win in another way, how to win in another way, because those are the kids that are going to struggle the most. If you think that you win when you're not winning, dude, that's when you're miserable.
Right. The people that actually like that theory about giving participation. So how do they teach that same kid out in the real world when it comes to a job?
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. I'm here at a job and I'm doing good, but this person has done way better. They're getting paid more than me, and they're getting whatever for it. I should have the same thing. Well, you don't do as good as work as they do. No. But my dad told me when I was playing basketball, that as long as I put in 100% effort on my end, I should get something for that. So
nobody trains to be second place.
Everybody wants to be.
Well, I guess I can tell you what, second place is still pretty good too.
But nobody trains for that.
If you fucking
train to fucking be number one.
Tell your coach that. That's what I'm saying. When you guys are in a tournament and you walk up to your coach, hey coach, we're good this year, but I think we'd be okay with second, third place, right?
Nah, fuck that.
You will never play another
What's the
fucking
point? You'll
game
never
again.
play a game. He will look at you like you're half Riri.
Imagine saying this, exactly what you just said, but watch what I do here. Imagine going up to your boss and saying, hey, I know the other company next door, they made their boss $2 million, but hey, we were second. We made you $1 million.
He'd fire you on the spot. He'd fire you right there. He would fire your ass right there because you.
It's the same thing. Like, hey, it is wild what we're trying to convince ourselves that we're doing. What we're doing, it's wild. I love encouraging and building and trying to grow.
There's a different way of doing.
But there's a difference in
you don't reward.
Then the kid who scored 16 goals and saying that the kid who was chasing butterflies
he's on the team.
Yeah, like that is
same.
Like
award.
you get, you are this. You're not. But that kid chasing the butterflies may be a math genius. And guess what? Go get your fucking award with that. Go get your math award. Go get your math Olympics. Whatever. Do that. Get your award there.
Do what's good for you, where you would get number one.
But if you want that fucking soccer award, you know how fucking hard you have to work for it. Exactly. Just like that.
Yeah.
You have to work for it.
That's years and years. 2 to 3 hours every single day writing numbers like a madman, just writing numbers, trying to figure out how I'm going to hit a total. You don't have much work, and it's just a piece of plastic sitting in a corner. That's all it is now.
Yeah. But you have the right to display it because you worked hard to get that piece of plastic.
And I dropped it. See how he's deadlifting only one side there? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I dropped it.
Can't even see that light. It's so
I know.
No, and that's what it is. Like, the world, everything now has to be friendly.
If you guys want some of these too, this Jim Beam honey.
He drinks that honey shit.
Yeah, I love that honey.
I'll get that. Can I get that apple?
Yep. Oh yeah, the apple's good.
Thank you. Sirs?
And that's how the world's fucked up. Everybody wants shit to be given to them. Now, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, oh, I deserve. No, you don't, because you're saying that white privilege don't exist, but you guys are displaying it by asking just to be given to you.
Wait, you said were.
What?
You just...
No, like...
You just did this in my studio, you motherfucker!
No, they said that...
No, I know what you're saying.
And then white privilege and black entitlement as well. There's black entitlement, there's white privilege, because you got rich black kids out there who think they should be given the same fucking shit that the white privileged kids are getting. That's how the world's fucked up.
I'm just gonna tell you, where I grew up, it literally was run by 5 or 6 families. No matter what, everything in that town ran through those, and they were all white.
Yeah,
and it always ran through them. Their kids were the quarterbacks. Their kids were the superstars. Their kids were the class president. Yeah, their kids were all these things. And here I am just busting my fucking balls. And I feel like a piece of trash to them. I always did. I always felt like a piece of trash because they're just so powerful and the kid's so powerful. How does a kid become powerful? Tell me how a kid fucking becomes powerful. Are you serious? A kid. Because they got that entitlement.
So I have another question for you, because I'm full of questions, guys.
that's what I'm talking about.
1 second.
Handle that business.
He's living that high life.
Yes, it is.
Back in
He's gonna be like,
high life again.
oh damn!
That shit tastes like straight sweat socks. Like,
How do you know
When,
that
is it,
tastes
when,
like?
when did you taste a sweat sock,
just
bro?
saying, that's what it tastes like. If I tasted it, that's what it would taste like.
Well, you take a swig of that hat.
What did I take a
That
swig of
hat.
what?
That hat, newbie. That fucking hat.
That?
It's bothering me.
This?
Hey, give me my top hat over there, behind you.
No.
Okay, so look, you guys, the last thing, do you remember the last thing you just said? Mm-hmm. We're talking about privilege.
Yes.
Basically. Okay, so here's the scenario. So your grandfather, okay, worked his whole life, came up with a couple ideas, a couple things that go on a John Deere tractor or something like that, made millions, right? Mm-hmm. That money gets handed down to your father. Your father, he carries on the company that your grandfather created, okay? Now your dad's ready to retire. You have the opportunity, you're rich, clearly, just because of everything that's happened there. But you're just given that money. Is the way that people look at you is going to be like he's like a trust fund?
Yep, trust fund baby.
So do we have the right to even look at that person in a negative light? It's not his fault that
You're absolutely right.
Are they working?
You're absolutely right.
Are they working?
Huh? It doesn't really matter.
It does matter. Are they working?
But this is exactly where we loop back around.
It's not
when
their
you
fault
think
that they
twice.
got rich,
when
though.
you have to think twice about why don't I understand that guy? It's because since day one he was this already. You know, since this guy was a baby, he was already this.
Right. He didn't have.
He
to
doesn't
go
know
through
what
the
it was
same
like.
thing
Yeah,
that you went through. But what I'm saying is it right for the person who had to go through the struggles to look at that person in a negative light when it's not his fault that his family set him up like that?
I'll give you a perfect example. When there's officers that come into the military, they went to school for 4 years, and then they decide to join the military. They have 4 years of experience. They have 4 years of college. That's the only reason they're officer. Then you have someone that's been a sergeant for about 10 years, and then he gets to go to the officer academy school, and he becomes an officer. Who are they gonna listen to? Who would you listen to?
I would go with the person with the most experience.
I'd
in
go.
that
Yeah,
field.
I'm always going. I've always respected real more than anything else.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're both officers, and it's the same way as the officer that was a sergeant. Say that's the person that went from ground zero to make themselves a millionaire, compared to the person that just came in and got the money.
This has been a fucking wild hour and a half or whatever the fuck it is. This is fucking.
that true?
We've literally went so back and forth so many times.
Yeah.
Dude, I choose real life any day. I want the realest person. That's what I always respect. And you really, that is one thing that I think that you can see in a person, whether you choose to or not. How real a person is. That's one thing that I think you can see behind any face, any front anybody puts on. I think that you can see real through anything.
And what's crazy about, as you say, that's 100% fact. And the fact that we don't care what people think about us. we're the type of people that we don't care what you think about. I don't care if you think if you think I'm a bad person. You don't really know me. You've never hung out with me. You never had a conversation with me. This and that. Yeah, and I know you. That's why I said something about your little ugly Yoda that you made. That's it.
No, but see, that's where things are different.
I'm not gonna lie to you and be like, this is great. Like when somebody makes food.
I was just starting.
Yeah,
I didn't done anything.
I was just talking shit.
But it was a rough draft.
If you saw the Yoda, that was the meanest fucking little Yoda. It was a baby. And he made this. This like was just practice. And the Yoda looked like this, and it looks just like my face. It's like this. The Yoda was like this.
I'm gonna stab him. You put the chip in his mouth.
I was like, why is the Yoda so angry?
It was a sloppy copy, motherfucker. God. But listen, according to
what I'm saying,
but rolling that forward is how did we handle it?
We handled it.
We just I did my little salty bumba, and then everything was done.
I said, hey man, I love you, but you know what I'm saying? What kind of person would I be, and what kind of friend would I be if I didn't tell you the truth?
But if you would have seen it when it was done, you would have eaten your words.
Was it better than that?
It would have been. Haven't you seen the Groots?
The Groots are fucking sweet.
Thank you. I needed him to say that right now. I'm feeling vulnerable.
I love those.
I was feeling vulnerable.
Do we have time to talk about bro law?
Dude, we have all the time in the fucking world.
Let's talk about bro law. Well, one, I have to go to the bathroom because
I do too.
I have to go to the bathroom.
So if we do a pause, that works. We can do a just roll on and split. That works. If we do a roll on and split, that's so much better, so much easier.
Well, here's what can happen.
But if everybody has to go to the bathroom,
we're gonna do a bathroom. I'm gonna go first. Rashad's gonna go next. I'll let you pick the name on that one.
No, we need to work together.
What to your dog's foot?
Before I was with Timory had adopted him, and the previous owner had dropped the dog. Had a little girl who dropped the dog, and it broke its leg. And they never took it to the vet to get his leg fixed.
Heal on its own?
Yeah, it's so fucked up, but...
Bro. You gotta go to the bathroom? Or?
I think I'm okay. I can hold it. I got like a huge, long area that it can hold in, so I can hold it, like a really long space of liquid.
So like your bladder? Your FUBU? Your
like my penis.
Your front butt?
Yeah.
Or you could use that hat.
He's gonna hit you in the head.
Dude, right now, you look like Urkel after he took the glasses off.
Ooh, I look like Stefan.
Stefan Urkel. Stefan, I remember that episode.
I don't know what's funny, Rashad. They actually said you look like that motherfucker in high school.
Never said it ever.
Who would?
I was Stefan.
Let's do this real quick. All right, you got to pick Rashad. Who does Rashad look like? Funny character though. Like, sorry, Rashad, if your feelings get hurt, but this is who you look like.
I don't have any feelings. I'm dead inside.
Okay.
Jesus.
And you want everybody to be happy. That's why he wanted that. That's why he wanted that shit so bad.
Just want a little bit of happiness.
I've lost the feels.
What do I look like?
Yeah, we got to give him one. Who's yours? You look like Snakes on the Plane, Sammy J.
Yeah, man. Samuel Jackson, Snakes on the Plane.
Get these motherfucking snakes
off this motherfucking plane.
That's kind of what you look like with a little scruff. Or you look like John Q, Denzel. Dude, damn, you got two really solid bets though.
You know who I'll give him? I'll give him Idris Elba in
100%.
And Idris Elba
100%.
in Thor.
Yep, 100%. I give you that.
If he had the dreads, you look just like that.
I'll give you that 100%.
Because he had the beard and shit, and his eyes.
So,
all right, come at me. Let's go. Let's hear it. Come at me.
You look like Kyle Schwarber on a 3-day binger.
who the fuck is Kyle Schwarber? Is that baseball? Ah! I don't remember. He doesn't know. No, he doesn't know. You don't know. You don't know. I don't watch baseball. My dad was a Cubs fan.
Yes. He knew every player from like 20 years ago.
Dare you to laugh now. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah. Ha. Can't say nothing now. Ha. Sorry. It's okay, man.
My hands got clammy.
I thought you knew. I thought I said
Everybody thought you were gonna whoop my ass yesterday when I called you a freckle.
It's okay.
All right, sorry.
I've seen one. I've been to like 4 or 5 baseball games. I've literally seen one baseball game. The only baseball game that I watched a full baseball game is the year that they won the World Series. Otherwise, I don't play baseball. It's like my kryptonite.
Would you play softball?
No.
You wouldn't play softball for fun
No.
with a bunch of buddies?
None. No.
I would.
Yeah, go for it.
Because I love baseball.
And you said you have a cannon. Well, yeah, you would. You're telling me there's no way? What if I pay you?
It's my kryptonite.
What if I pay you?
Okay.
You will?
He said the circumstances have changed.
That's money. I mean,
He
you're
wants
talking
that
about-
power.
I'll figure
He
it
wants that. Hey, Jose Canseco couldn't play baseball either, but he
Oh my
played-
God! You know what we should do?
Dude, I am
A shot
terrible.
30 softball game. Every guest who's ever been on shot 30,
Yes.
do a softball game. That'd be so much fucking
I'd
fun. Have somebody videotape the whole thing. We have bottles of everything down there.
I'm
So,
just.
If you want to kick anything else back, go
Oh,
for the
I'm gonna
Everclear.
finish- I got this baby.
Oh yeah,
when
yeah.
it comes to yeah, sure. When it comes to baseball, it's been my kryptonite. Like even you remember the only time I would ever play is when we had our family reunions at
Yep.
Sunset. That's the only time we'd have gym class
Smoking
and we play. I wouldn't play. All my friends played baseball. Guess what? I didn't. Let's talk about this before we get into some deep
Wait,
shit.
no. You need to destroy me.
I am-
Tell me who I look
Oh
like.
yeah. Hold up.
told you.
I didn't know who that guy was.
I told you.
Kyle Schwarber on a 3-day binge. That's excellent work. I'll take
What did you
that.
say?
I said Kyle Schwarber on a 3-day binger,
Let me see.
and I did that because he knew because he's shaped like Kyle Schwarber, and he's kind of
Fat-
cute. He's kind of cute like him.
Fat little facial hair.
What the fuck?
You want to know the one I normally get? I look like fat Shia LaBeouf.
Yes,
Fuck these
I
motherfuckers.
can see that.
Transformer
Yeah, I can see that.
motherfucker.
I can see that.
I have been told Tom
Say
Hardy.
Bumblebee.
I have been told Tom Hardy.
Okay, no,
before.
okay, stop.
But
I mean, I didn't agree with any of the ones you guys said.
I was
You guys are just trying to
Ryan
be nice.
Reynolds, Hugh Jackman.
Hey,
Wait
don't
till we
talk
get to
about-
you.
hey, Don't talk about my comic book boyfriend, Ryan Reynolds.
What the fuck? I don't have any.
Wade
I can't-
Wilson.
I can't think any.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
honestly,
let's
yeah.
go to Calvin then.
Wayne Brady. We got that. Whoever that dude was, dude, that
Wayne
was
Brady.
no bullshit though. That video that I put of the dude in court when he turned around with the glasses on. That looked so much like. Y'all talk. Let me find the fucking picture. Though,
I
'cause this
think-
shit was.
Do you guys remember Keenan and Kel?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The Good Burger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the manager, man.
Okay, so you know the guy, not the orange soda guy, the other
The
one,
dude that's
who's now on Saturday Night Live.
Live.
That's Keenan.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, but when he was in the movie Fat Albert, yeah, you remember it when he was
I'm that fat.
No, I just need to say something shitty to you.
I got your ass back.
so mad about the hat.
You're like Bill Cosby after the camera turns off.
hey, you know what's fucked up? Is that Bill Cosby actually looks like my Uncle Ernie.
Yeah, for real.
Like, dead serious.
For real.
My Uncle Ernie looks just
So,
like
you know,
Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby before. Okay, you remember
Dude,
young
can we
Bill
make
Cosby?
videos of like, hey, we're busting Bill out of jail. we got your uncle.
We got Uncle Ernie, come on.
Bill Cosby, like before like the Cosby Show, like a younger Bill Cosby. That's what he looks like, but he's super short.
That's what Uncle Ernie looks like.
But he's super short.
He looks just like Bill Cosby.
Man, Bill Cosby, a man who
And
had
then
the world.
when they talking about OJ did it, I probably think it was Uncle Ernie.
Dude,
They killed his wife.
he's
Damn.
He looks just. I'm telling you, man. He
does.
looks like a Boswell. I mean, he looks like a Dixon. I said, a Dixon. I'm sorry, brother.
so disrespectful.
Jesus,
No, my
Dixon
grandma,
what?
my grandma Drew. Love you, grandma. She looks like she could be related to Bill Cosby. I'm telling you, bro.
Dude, I mean, Bill Cosby's
The
got a
only-
lot of family
hey,
out there right now.
Let me explain to you the only two people in the family that don't look like they could be related to Bill Cosby was Aunt Betty and Aunt Tony. The only two that look like they couldn't be related.
What about
to Bill
Brother
Cosby.
Shayne?
Brother Shayne, you look like you could be.
I could be definitely some
No,
Jerry
he
Sandusky.
was related to Bud. Hey, Bud. Remember the little fat
Don't blow out
white
that
kid?
mic.
The little fat
Don't
white
blow out
kid
that
on
mic,
Cosby Show. Hey, Bud. His name is Bud.
I find
I'm done with you.
I find this video.
We are
but
so over.
let's talk. What I
Bro
say?
code.
Bro code. Okay.
All right.
Okay, bro code. So me and Calvin, since '96, a lot of stuff has happened. We can't share names because
We can't share
this shit will get shut the fuck down.
All I know is 58 minutes is where I have to clip one thing, and then we're
then
good
roll
from there.
over?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So, bro code, okay? Say you and a girl dated, okay? And by date, I mean you guys met at the bar.
Went
she
to a
came
red
through-
party.
Came through, you guys hung out,
can bring this
she was
up.
a girl that you called, when you guys go out and you don't see nobody at the bar, you guys hang out and you're cool, right? Like a month or two goes by, okay? So, okay, me and you, we go out
On a date?
No. Me and you hang out, right? This is a girl that Calvin had talked to, right? Me and you go out, okay? It's like a month later. Calvin's not really talking to her anymore, okay? Now, this same girl you meet, okay? You find out, oh, damn, that was that chick that Calvin used to talk to. One, if she wants you, are you okay to do that because they didn't have a serious relationship? Or what if you guys connect on a level to where you guys might actually be able to have a relationship? Are you okay to talk to her? Or do you, if before you talk to her, do you need to talk to this dude first?
If it's brought up, if it's brought up,
brought this up?
if it's even one.
You really brought this up?
Wait.
No, this ain't.
Just
ain't
if it's brought up that if I know that him and her were together, or it's even brought up, I could be in love and it's not happening. I'm gone.
but I'm saying all they did was say
Yep,
it
I'm
wasn't
gone.
serious.
I'm gone. Yeah, I don't care if it was
wasn't
one for 1
serious.
second.
So you wouldn't talk.
Yeah, for
so
1
you'd
second.
risk this might be the person.
Yep.
You're
Yep.
not going to talk to him about it.
If you're talking, me and him are 100%. If we are 100%, never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Not a chance.
Not going to talk to him about it.
I wouldn't talk to her. I mean, I would be like, "Thank you. This is awesome." But no, I'm gone. I'm gone. I would never be in the position to fall in love with
Same
somebody.
thing. Same scenario.
This actually happened though.
Same thing. It's only happening. Nobody else knows. This is new people that we're talking to. This is a scenario. Let's have. Do you have feelings about it? All right.
Okay,
like I said.
so-
Like I said.
So saying
thing.
saying I did do that.
No, but have a relationship. You've never had a relationship with. We're not talking about somebody.
If I never had a relationship with a girl, I wouldn't care because basically, in my
But would you
mind-
feel better if he talked to you about it? Because they have a connection.
Hi guys, I'm Dr. Phil.
if somebody if they had a connection? Yeah, go ahead, man, do your thing, dude.
And you wouldn't feel no way about it.
Nope.
Okay. Now it'd be totally different if you had a relationship. It didn't work out.
Right.
You fucked up or something.
Yeah.
I just
that's
think
something
there's
that-
too many people out there.
But you don't understand. This motherfucker is a beat. Not saying in real life, but I'm just saying. We'll use me. A lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you wouldn't be able to talk to anybody in the Quad Cities or in the Midwest.
Oh no, I understand. I understand. I understand.
I was like, please.
Did you fuck Timberly?
But I'm just saying, like say if you lived in like a big city, like the Midwest is,
I can-
especially Quad Cities is small. But if you lived in like a
No,
big
but
ass fucking
here,
city,
you gotta understand when we talk about range between me and Rashad, our range is not Quad Cities. It would be like when we was,
No, I
when we was
understand.
younger.
I understand.
Our range was Quad Cities, Iowa City, Cedar Rapids.
I know. I understand. I
Des
understand.
Moines. You know what I'm saying? That's what our range was. So like that's why I was like, with bro code with shit like that. Like my thing's like this, man. We didn't care that much. I ain't even gonna lie. Back in the day, we didn't care that much about a chick. Even if we said that was our girlfriend, we didn't
the
give a
girl
damn.
didn't care.
I can.
She didn't get-
How am I supposed to care?
I
Why would I
understand.
give a
I
damn?
understand that.
Yeah.
I understand that. I just know me. Hey, if somebody's coming up to me and like
That's an age thing.
that's
So like if we did it now, that's a conversation you have to have.
yeah. Like he.
Back in the day when we was like 18, 19, 20, we're not having that conversation. Because she's there, he's already there with somebody else. So why would he give a
Chances
damn?
are, by the time that the other person, your guy, found out about it, you've already smashed.
You already
3 times.
smashed like 3 different chicks.
Nobody cares.
Right.
I 100% know what you're saying. And I think also now too, like I think about it from the standpoint of where I'm at as an older adult.
Yes, exactly.
And like I look at, and I
As
look
an
at
adult,
like
it's totally
the
different.
thing is now different is I've had so many terrible people, so many terrible friends. I'm right here. I'm on 2 of these since the second I seen that you guys were across the street. I started pounding.
Sorry, Mom.
Like, whoa, damn. He almost bro coded that.
Yeah, I was drinking with the cat.
He almost party fouled like a motherfucker.
Hey,
Let's stop.
And I bet he would have went like this. He was gonna go. He was gonna go.
okay,
And then he would have acted off like
I'd
this.
have faked it.
Hey, can I give a quick story real quick?
Absolutely.
It's gonna be real quick.
Is this real?
You don't need. It doesn't need to be
It's
quick.
100% real.
Are you gonna do something fucked up?
No.
Is it
So
about being drunk?
check this out.
Oh boy. Here
So
we go.
I'm 19,
We're
and,
Joe
and
Rogan.
my friend was like 18, and so like we get hotel rooms because his sister worked there, so we got half off on the rooms. So we would pay like $40 to get these.
Remember, I'm
hotel
on Paw now.
I'm saying I don't know what you're talking about. I'm talking about my friends.
Good.
So like, we went to this hotel room and then we got these bottles of back in the day. It used to have a set called Avalanche,
Everclear.
and
Avalanche and Aftershock.
and Aftershock.
You got Everclear.
There were it was the original Rumple Mints.
Oh fuck.
And Fireball.
Ooh.
And they had little rock crystal in the bottom, like rock candy that you could chip and eat the candy. Fucking
That would
amazing.
fuck you up?
Dude. So we had those 2 things, and then we had a bottle of Everclear. And then we didn't really know how to drink the shit. So what we did was like we put ice. Yep. That's what it was.
It's not showing anything. Aftershock. I think they have Aftershock at the gas station. in town.
Aftershock.
They're still
and
selling
Avalanche.
booze from the
And
80s.
Avalanche.
Same thing, but
And they were and it was called Fire Nights before Fire Nights, and you could mix them. So I would mix those 2 and sip on it with ice in it.
So it's like my Fort Loco.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So and then my friend, his dizzy dipshit ass, was like, I'm not getting drunk fast enough. So he took.
Why did you say it like he was gay? Was he gay?
you did say that.
He really did.
Because after you hear what I say, you'll get it. So he took
Can't wait for the comments.
he took the Everclear and mixed it with the Avalanche and the goddamn Aftershock in a cup.
Oh, he didn't know if he was gay, straight, or
and downed
nothing.
it.
Oh, it
And
gets better.
downed it. This sumbitch passes out like this, like he was like this, like he was dead, like he was in the bed like this. He was in the bed like this, and I was like, I think my cousin just died.
You don't need to raise your hand.
No. He's talking.
I thought he died.
He's talking
and
about
I
me.
was like, and then what woke him up? This guy's his internal is so different than he's wired different than any other man in the world. He hears girls' voices and hops up
Oh my god.
and goes to the bathroom. And his girl goes in there in the bathroom with him. And they were there for an hour because this motherfucker's like this on the toilet.
Oh, at least you had a good posture.
Dude, I fell when I came out of the bathroom. I laid on the bed.
Yeah.
And I just started throwing up
Just
on the bed.
projectile.
This is my boys. These are my boys. They got me dressed. They cleaned up the.
We cleaned up the puke.
When I woke up the next morning, I was laying next to a girl that was in her special stuff. I hadn't done anything.
Yeah.
But isn't that the best way to wake your boy up?
Dude.
You know what I'm saying? You're
That's keeping it.
Bro,
that's 100%.
Bro code.
100%.
That is bro code. I'll take that.
100%.
That's when you can loop back. You know, you have to understand. everybody's situation works different.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, for sure.
So the way I answer a question is going to be way different than you guys would answer a question. Like,
The times are different.
and like, look at the era that you guys went through compared to me. How much it is different? Like, I would look at someone fucking somebody I fucked, like, what are you doing, you dirty motherfucker? Like, what are you fucking thinking? Like,
we were like, oh, okay.
but I don't really do that because now
right.
I'm just like, what, you know, like
Right.
now I'm.
But like that's like back then. We were so fast-assed. You know what I'm saying? Like we were like, okay,
Hella confident.
on to the next one.
Overconfident.
On
Overconfident.
to the next one. On to the next one. Oh, you fucking out, fucking friend.
But that's also
That's what we do. You're like, oh, you fucked her on. I'm gonna fuck him out. That's what we was on. We was on that type shit. Like back in the day, we were on that shit. Relationships was non-existent for us. It was non-existent. We didn't care about it. There was no moral standard for us when it came to relationships.
yeah.
Age though.
It's just
Age.
so much
That's what I'm saying.
different.
Now-
and like
now
getting
it's
married,
totally different.
getting married, having kids 10, 15 years
Yeah,
ago
yeah.
was something that you did when you were 30, 35 years. Now it's a thing that happens when you're 22 to 25. Like,
Yes.
that is a real life thing that happens now. It's, I mean,
Think about how people, how relationships were, like before now. So you're talking about relationships where the guy was pretty much the breadwinner, the wife stayed at home, she's the homemaker, and at some point, if that wasn't working out for him, then he did whatever the hell he wanted to do, and she had to be okay with that.
Now the
Women ain't
roles-
having that
can I
shit.
tell
not today.
Yeah,
can I
women
tell you
ain't having that
something?
shit.
I have a first-hand story about this that's literally probably one of the coolest, most awesome things I could ever tell anybody, ever. Now I have an okay job. I make good money. My wife has a great job, makes great money, and I'm on her insurance. And she knows that I love doing podcasting. She knows I love doing stand-up and podcasting, and I want to do this for a living. This would be my dream. You want to know what she says? Do it.
Go for it.
She goes, I make enough. If we make no other money, do it. And that's such a fucking...
That's a writer.
It's such an awesome thing. But I don't want to be the guy who makes the move and then and it comes all for naught. I want her to be so proud of the move that we made that worked. You know, the one that was ready and worked. And like, dude, I got lucky. I found the best life in the world.
Right.
And I just...
See, that's the cool thing. Right now, we're at the age we all have significant others that we respect and love, and the shit that we did before, you know what I'm saying? It brought us
negated.
to it brought us to this fucking point.
To that point, brought us
This point.
to those people.
But there's many lessons to be learned. So like when we
Man,
tell
it's
the
just
story,
nonstop.
Yeah, when we tell the story, we're not telling the story for people to be like, "Oh, this motherfucker lived a life." We're telling the story that says, "Hey, you actually don't have to do this fucking shit in the middle. You don't have to do this shit that we started off with. You can actually be where we're at right now and happy. It's just all about you and what you're looking for."
I think the one thing that you say is wrong is we do have to go through that.
I don't know.
You do have to go through some shit
You gotta
to
go through
appreciate how great someone or something really is.
I don't
You
think
have to go
I don't
through the
think
shit.
You know what we got.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that in a level that's escalated as far as this. But I'm just saying.
You got to go through the bumps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
you got to go through some challenges
because you learn so much about every single. Even if you don't want to, you learn so much about everybody that you meet.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Because it makes you respect the shit that you have now even more.
It's wild because I feel like I have it on such an escalated level now that I don't just. Me and Timmy aren't just married, man. That's my best friend.
Yeah.
And it is the person that I literally can be like, dude, let me say something fucked up. Like if I say something fucking retarded, like, I've got a hemorrhoid. Something's going on.
Yeah.
Like
I
that
say,
motherfucker's gonna
she'll
go
be like,
wipe
"Let
up
me
the
look."
blood. Yeah, like yeah.
Let me look.
I mean, that's never happened, but like like that's something
Cameron
so
does
fucked.
She does that shit.
We found out at the Christmas party, bro.
Yeah, she told.
Damn.
Y'all went into.
He was worried about my bad art. I'm worried about the bad art he creates, man.
I'm like, damn, they're really going deep. He's saying some stuff. What is in this shit?
I was like, hey, I'm like 2 bottles of tequila in. I'm out. See you guys. He's like,
I want my asshole getting laid.
I was like, y'all turn all the business.
he's like, Caleb, why would you even talk about this right now?
I was like, what are you
Caleb,
doing?
what the
Feeling
fuck?
free.
I was like, what are you doing?
Oh, well, yeah, well, how are we talking about this?
Like, fuck it. Fuck it, it's cool. Like, you want to know now?
Dude, I couldn't ever even fathom. Okay, so I know that we talked yesterday about the fact that you love Joe Rogan's podcast.
Love it.
It's excellent. Great. It's, I mean, so diversified, everything.
I hate it.
Okay, that's okay, but you like podcasts, you like stand-up, you like...
podcasts, I don't like his.
This is bizarre that we are sitting down here recorded for an hour and 40, almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
About 5-6 times the amount I normally do. Mm-hmm. And dude, we're just like literally getting started.
Yeah. What is it about Joe Rogan that you don't like?
I don't like. I think he's fake.
No, he's not.
I think he is though.
Why?
Because his transition between two certain things, like the way he acts towards his podcast and the way he acts towards like announcing and this and that, you know what I mean, like. He'll sit there and talk about a dude announcing when he's doing UFC, and then he'll get on his podcast and talk shit about him.
Yeah, but he has.
But he has to.
Yeah,
when he gets paid for UFC, he has to.
But that's so contradicting.
But what is he saying that's different?
He's acting on the...
No. He's announcing. He has to say that
he's acting. He's a script.
Guy.
Yeah, but he has a script.
But then he gets on the podcast and be like, "Guy's a total dick."
You're talking about Conor McGregor?
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I've seen every single one.
Yeah, you see, you know what I'm talking about.
But I
was like, why would you say that? Why would you even bring that up on your podcast if you already praised this motherfucker?
Because he's praising his fighting, his skill, his talent.
But then he talks about how he's a piece of shit
because he doesn't like him.
Podcast. Oh hell, he hates him.
Yeah, it's because he doesn't. I see what the idea you're formulating.
I don't like that.
But you see, like this is what we do when we're fans with somebody. This is weird, right? We're like, we love him. He's our friend. Joe Rogan's our friend. We watch that.
He's our friend. He's my precious. He's my friend. He's my friend.
Jesus.
Just throwed her down.
It's the hat.
Funny thing is, I can.
It's his hat that's fucking him up.
Yeah, but no, like, listen, we jump to defend him because we feel like we know him. He jumps to go against it because he feels like he's fake, and it's. But neither of us have an answer.
We have a conversation.
Right.
We don't know who's right. We're just having a conversation about it.
But I know Calvin's a fucked up motherfucker who jumps to judge people before he has an idea, like a fucking Yoda drawing and stuff like that.
I used to think Joe Rogan was the shit back in the day when he did fucking Fear Factor.
Because fear is clearly not a factor for you.
Not for me.
Man, could you imagine being on Fear Factor?
No, because I ain't eating pig nuts.
I ain't no.
Okay, I want to wait up 1 second. I want to do something real quick.
Rashad won't even eat chitlins. He ain't eating nothing.
I like chitlins.
I want to do something real fast.
It was James that hated chitlins when we came over to that house.
And this is Shot 30 Podcast. And I want to say thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please hit the like, share, subscribe, and follow both of these cats. Give your names. We did a bad job at your YouTube page last time, so please give your YouTube page and all of your content. And then Rashad, you as well.
It's going to be the comedic villain, Calvin Reed, on YouTube. And then it's going to be Cal motherfucking Reed, Facebook. And then it's going to be Cal Reed on Instagram. And on Twitter, I forgot. Just look for a black guy that looks like me.
Urkel.
Looks like Stefan.
Rashad, how do you want to drop your shit? Do you have a release date for your podcast? Because let's just fucking do it.
Hold on. Before we even do that, here's what we're going to do. We have
We're not done. We're not done with this. Just so you know.
Oh, I thought we were finished.
We're gonna do something that I've wanted to do for forever. Like
let's do that.
this, and I think it's gonna be badass as fuck.
Let him go.
So
let him go, Rashad.
Rashad, drop your stuff. Drop your stuff.
All right, so the Bald-Headed Truth podcast will be up
You gotta
ASAP.
talk this way.
I know, but I want to look at the camera. I want to look at the camera. So why don't we move this over here?
He said, I want to look at the camera.
Yeah. I want to look into my eyes. So the Bald-Headed Truth podcast will be up ASAP. Okay. Now, if you need to find me, you can actually go onto Facebook and just put in the Bald-Headed Truth podcast. You can also go onto Twitter, which is one of them is actually Black Dragon BTA. That BTA is beat that ass. Just in case you wanted to know, you're curious about the BTA. And the other one is going to be Bald Podcast. That is for the Bald-Headed Truth podcast. Okay? Now, if you just want to get to know Rashad, you can just find me on Facebook at Rashad Boswell. Don't pay attention to any of these motherfuckers in the background. I don't know what they're doing. That looks super weird. I don't know what's going on. And he still has that hat on. Y'all keep showing them.
And this is Shot 30 Podcast. That's Cal, Shad, and Shayne. Hey, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please hit like, share, subscribe. Listen on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, CastBox, YouTube. Boom, peace, motherfuckers.
Bye, bitch.